Maria here and welcome to my channel. If you've been here a while, you might notice something different about me. Yeah, maybe. I got my hair cut off. So I decided to go with something a little more current. I have had long hair for a lot of years and it's still relatively long actually. But this was the shortest layer in my hair. And I had been cutting my hair myself for quite a while just because I was getting sick of it. So I would grab all of it, bring it up to the front and cut it. And last time I cut it with the back and the front, it was about here. And I just trimmed it all up the same length in the front. And then when you pull it to the back, you kind of get a little bit of a V, and it was working for me. So I kept doing that. But it was starting to drive me crazy because it was so hot and heavy. And so I'd put it up in this big pot on the top of my head whenever I got home. And I was starting to think that I was looking a little bit crazyville way too often. So my sister is a former hairdresser, so she cut it for me. And I am really liking it. I was scared when I first saw it because it's more of a blunt cut. So this is the shortest layer, but in the back, of course, that's way shorter. So I was at first horrified to look on the floor and see like about 6 inches of hair laying all over the place. But I am really enjoying it. So yeah, that's my spiel. Anyway, we're doing this look today, which is a peachy smoky look for your learning pleasure or something, I don't know. Anyway, this is what we're doing. I use the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and let's just get started. So my face is moisturized and ready to go. I'm going to start with my Nivea Men's Sensitive Skin Aftershave Balm as my primer. I forgot the name for a second. Anyway, there's nothing like smelling like a man in the morning. You know, the beauty is that the smell, although it is fairly mannish, it doesn't last long, and it's a very nice smell. Like it's tolerable. It's not gross anyway. So I leave that on until it gets a little bit tacky, and then we'll go on to the foundation. Now lately I've been mixing my foundation, so I start with this MAC Strobe Cream. And I just have a little sample and I just put a little bit on, and it's a real luminizing cream, so like really luminizing. So I put just a blob there, and then I do 3 pumps of L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I'm in W12, but that's a little too light, but the W3 is too dark. So then I just take a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible and I just put a blob in it like that. I'm gonna put a little bit more. There we go. So I get that on the go here. Can you see that? Is it blurry? Anyway, I just mix it together and then I'm ready to go. For concealer today, I'm going to use the Master Conceal by Maybelline in the color Tan Fair. And again, I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, just a dot. Now what I've been doing, like this is honestly a little bit too dark for me as well. So, because I want something that really brightens. So I bought these at Makeup Forever. It's called Chromatic Mix Pigments. And this was $17 in Canada. And I love these. So I just take them, it's just pure white pigment. And I put a drop like that in there. And then I mix it together, and it just, I use it also for foundations. I find that I have some foundations that are just a little too dark, so I haven't been using them. But now that I have those drops, I just kind of correct the color on them, and it works great. And then I'm gonna just highlight the high points of my face. The other thing I've been doing lately is, like, these are apparently called puppet lines, which I don't personally like, but like if you do this, it kind of does look like a puppet. So like that. So if you take and put a little bit of highlighter in there, it gets rid of the shadow a bit. I don't know if it actually does, but I'm going with it, okay? It doesn't make a difference, does it? Oh, the things that we do just because. So now the other thing that I've been doing lately is I like to let my foundation set or dry a little bit before I put powder on. What I was finding was I was just going ahead and putting powder straight on. Some foundations dry like almost instantly and then it's fine. But for foundations that take a little bit longer, which I find that the True Match Lumi takes a little longer, I just kind of give myself a bit of a fan to speed up the drying process, which may seem a little bit crazy, but even with the concealer, what I find is that if it's dry, the powder doesn't cake it up. Sometimes I've put it on and I've been left with kind of a, I don't know, just ugliness. I've been left with ugliness, so this helps. Powder, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I just more pat the powder on, and then I'll wipe it once I get it on. So to start with, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in French Fries, and I'm going to put that all over the mobile lid. And also down below. For the rest of the lid, I'm going to use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And just kind of blend the two together. And then what you can do is just use your finger and just pat them out a little bit if you like. And today I'm going to use the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. And I'm going to start by sniffing this today as well. It smells so good. It smells just like peaches. Now, I did this look the other day and I used the Kat Von D palette, my Jaclyn Hill palette for one shade in there. So you can use different palettes. Like, it's not like this one is unique and you can't get this look using some other shadow. But today I thought I would use this one, mainly because it smells good. I'm gonna start by going in with this Georgia Peach shade right there. So any light colored peach. And I'm gonna run that in my crease. I'm gonna go in with this Candied Peach color and just put it just below that shade. Next, I'm gonna take Summer Yum and I'm gonna apply that into the lowest part of the crease, and then I'm gonna take that right onto the lid. And I'm doing this similar to a halo eye. It's not gonna be a halo eye, it's just gonna be smoky, but I'm bringing the shades right into the corner. Now I'm gonna take this flat C brush and I'm going to go into this brown called Charmed, I'm Sure, and I'm gonna pack that all over the lid. Sometimes when you're using dark shades, you've got to, put a few layers on to build it up to get it to the right opacity and stuff. So just keep working on it until you get it where you like it. I'm also going to take this color on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take another C brush and I'm going to go into the color Peach Pit. I love that shade. Look at it. Look at the amazingness. I lost control of this eye. I got it a little carried away. So I'm gonna take the one on this side a little bit higher as a result. Oh dear. Okay, things have gone awry. So I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm just going to start up top and then I'm gonna just blend this in. Okay, I'm taking Summer Yum again and I'm just going over the part that's here. Okay, that's gotten a little bit crazy, but I'm gonna try redeem it. I'm gonna go back into that light peach color. My mistake was that I went too high, so now I've got to try correct it. And if I can't, I'll just wipe it off and start again. I'm not liking that. So what I'm gonna do is take a baby wipe and I'm just gonna wipe. I'm gonna leave the other stuff on. Okay, so I'm showing you, like, not that I had wanted to do this because it's kind of a pain, but I'm showing you how you can mess up and you can still go back and fix it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because it's dark. If you go too dark up past the lid, you end up getting kind of Igor eyes. It just ends up looking muddy, and I don't want that. So I've wiped that off. I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender And I'm gonna go back in with soft ochre, just a little bit of it. Now I'm kind of gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go in with that Summer Yum. Then I'm gonna go in with Candied Peach just above that. Now I'm gonna go into White Peach. And I'm gonna use that as my brow bone highlight. And now I'm gonna just deepen up that dark shade. And I'm taking Summer Yum again. I'm just kind of deepening that up a bit. I'm gonna just line my lash line, a tight line. And then I'm gonna smash this into the lash line, but I'm actually taking it quite thick all over the top lash line. I'm gonna take a little angle brush and I'm gonna go back into that peach pit color. And I'm going to take this right on the black, where the black is. I want to put the peach pit right over top. Now I want this to look really seamless, so I'm going back in with my fluffy blending brush that has no product. Okay, that looks way better than it did. Maybe it doesn't look any different, but I feel better about it, so it was worth wiping it off and starting again. And then I want to blend out that lower lash line. I'm going to go into Georgia. Now to finish off in the inner corner, I'm going to use Thunderstruck by Kat Von D. This is pretty much my favorite inner corner highlight. It's just so awesome. Look at that. Look at that, isn't it amazing? And if you want, you can even take it up onto the lid just slightly. Yeah. I love it. I totally love it. Okay, I'm gonna put mascara on and false lashes next. I'm gonna start by curling my lashes. And the key to putting on false lashes is to make sure that that glue is tacky before you get it on, because if it's not tacky, then it just slides all over your eye and makes a mess of your eyeshadow. Okay, so when putting the lashes on, I hold them in the middle of the lash, and then when I put it on, I put it to the middle of my eye. So I just take the middle of the lash to the middle of the eye and just place it. I try to slide it as close as I can to the lashes. And then I go like that, so it's on kind of crazy. I grab it with the tweezer. This isn't working today. Nothing's working today. And then just set it on. And then I pull this one to where I want it. And I set it as close to the lash line as I can get it. And then kind of place that. And this was still a little bit too wet. So it's lifting a little bit, but you just push it on. I like to just kind of take my fingernail and kind of pinch it so that it's right at my lash line. And then I always go like this, just to push the lash up. Voila. I'm just gonna do my lower lash line and my eyebrows, and I will be right back. To contour, I'm going to use my MAC shadow in Omega. And I'm actually even gonna contour my nose just a little bit. I have this brush from, it was a Too Faced Everything Nights kit from Christmas a couple years ago. And I really like using it for my nose. I really don't think this is an overly necessary step for me, but I kind of just think it's fun. Today for my bronzer, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Tahiti Glow. Tahiti Glow? Tahitian Glow, that's it. And I'm going fairly heavy on the bronzer because I want this to be like a really bronzy, smoky look. Basically to fake the tan that I never have. And then for my blush, I'm going to use this Mary Kay Mineral blush. It's called Shy Blush, and it's just kind of a peachy color. And for my highlighter, I'm going into Mary Luminizer by The Balm. simply because I want this to be golden goodness. So my lip combo today is MAC Stone and then NYX lip liner in Pretty in Pink. And then I'm going to use the NARS lip gloss in Orgasm. That's not quite as light as I'd like it, so I'm gonna go in with my Bite Beauty lip crayon in Madeira. Yeah, that's better. Now to finish off this look, I'm gonna use my Ambient Lighting Powder by Hourglass, just all over the face. Then I'm going to fix my makeup with the L'Oreal Infallible. And I find that this stuff is awesome. I find that it actually keeps my makeup on all day. Like, it's great. It's wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to go fluff up my hair and then I'll be back in for a final little chat. So this is the final look. Those are the eyes, these are the cheeks, these are the lips. And that's my usual saying, I think. Yes, indeed. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a peachy, smoky look, right? So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it. Yeah, I really like it, actually. It's just kind of somehow slightly glamorous in the middle of the day. Anyway, have an amazing week. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for stopping in and joining me, and I have hair everywhere, seemingly. But anyway, have an amazing week. Please feel free to subscribe, share, like, all those awesome things. Invite your friends to the Maria makeup party, and we'll talk to you soon.